ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my first guest to the stage. It's WidgeyBun! Widgey! Hi, Bean. Come on down. Come and join me. Hi. Hi, Fluff.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's lovely to meet you. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God, you're
Hi.
just as cute in person as you are on stream.
Thank you.
Oh, you look amazing.
Wow.
Wow, thank you so much for coming. I
Thank
appreciate it. So we always start with the guests telling us a bit more about themselves. So yeah, tell us more about who you are, what you do, and yeah.
Oh, like, I'm well, WidgeyBun. I do art and like a lot of VRC like content. Streaming, dance, kind of like just general variety stuff. A lot of more suggestive stuff, but mostly just fun VR content and drawing. Yeah. The drawing is like mostly furry kind of stuff. But I also like dabbling in fan art and all that kinds of fun goodness. Yeah. So.
So regarding sort of your content, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so so guys, remember when I said my applications we take like 18 plus content creators? Welcome to our first 18 plus content creator. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just like the official first. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you are
so,
like,
yeah.
Because okay, so regarding sort of the content you create, obviously you do different platforms. You've obviously got your Newgrounds, which unfortunately due to its contents we cannot give the link to. But
Yeah,
we've linked your Twitch and your Twitter so people can find it if they want to. Like, where do you focus your content? Is it focused in streaming or is it in art? Where's your focus? What do you prefer to do?
It's been in art and the VR content. So fun pictures and stuff like that, and videos like dance videos and whatnot. That's been like the main thing I've been working on. That and yeah, I've been working on mostly private commissions actually recently. When it comes to art, that's been the main thing. I haven't been able to post much.
Are they wholesome commissions? Are they wholesome commissions?
Oh yes, totally, absolutely, just completely the most wholesome thing.
I don't believe you for a second. And you apparently are a very talented dancer, I believe. And you specialize in a certain form of dance, which I've never in 4 years of playing this game have I met someone who specializes in your style of dance.
Yeah. So like I think it was like around 15. I started going to ballroom dance like in my local city, and had so much fun with that. And that devolved into like mostly something like swing dance, which I've actually met a bunch of people who've never heard of what it is. It's essentially just dancing to like 1920s swing music, but it's actually like the beat really works well with a lot of like contemporary pop music, like R&B and stuff like that. And I've been doing that like since forever, so like more than like a decade or so. And that kind of been my main thing.
So
dance-wise.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? Are we allowed to know that?
I'm 29.
You're 29. Okay, so you started when you were 19. Wow. Well, less, maybe younger than 19 in that case.
Oh, 15. 15.
You started when you were 15. Oh my God, it's almost 15 years then. That's insane. And to give you guys an idea of what swing is, the closest modern like concepts of swing would be electropop. What is it called? Electric swing or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called?
Like electric swing, like Caravan Palace and stuff like that.
Yeah, Caravan Palace is a perfect example. Like most people would have heard of them. That's a good example of the kind of music. Except obviously more back to the like 1920s. But yeah, some of them have a popping vibe, and it's a really interesting dance style. It's very unique. It's definitely worth checking out if you've never seen or because obviously
it's
most people
much fun
who dance, they do like body popping and like robotics or break dancing, but swing is something that people generally don't do. So that's really interesting to see. And when you went like to the, did you go to classes or did you self-teach?
Classes. So like that's the fun story. Is so I was doing the ballroom dance for like the longest time, and then like somebody came down from like another city and started doing like classes at the studio I was at for something called West Coast Swing, which is more of like a slotted dance. And I really liked that, and I decided to go up to that city to try it out at their studio. And that's when it like turned to the whole thing, and I would go there like every week. There would be classes, and then there would be like a social dance like for years. And yeah, so because there's like a really big like West Coast swing like dance scene in the city.
I would never thought that. But, that's so cool. So I mean, like, do you still are you still part of that community, or like do you meet these people in IRL, or have you kind of like drifted off since you started content creating? Like what are you still, do you still hang out?
Pretty much that scene is very much on its last legs at the moment because of the pandemic, because like swing dance is a partner dance, so therefore that kind of just all fell apart with the pandemic, which actually is the entire reason why I kind of got into VRChat in the first place, is because I couldn't do swing dance, and I came across Flame Night, like Flame Night's videos, and go like, you can dance in here? Ooh. And they just like splurged a little to get full body before I even got in here. So
yeah, full body's not cheap, that's for sure. What do you use? Do you use the Vive or the Index, or what's your poison?
I started with a $400 Vive I got off of Craigslist.
And it worked?
It worked.
It actually worked, yeah.
There was actual electrical tape on the cable, but it worked, yeah. What?
Did you know that when you bought it?
To Index. I did not know. I did not.
Well, at least it worked. That's why I was like, uh-oh, Craigslist. But it worked. That's the most important thing. And okay, so is there like a swing community in VRChat, or are you just part of the generalized dance community?
I'm just part of like the generalized, mostly like the exotic dancing community. I go and dance at like certain events, and but I've just been playing around with a bunch of different runs. I like going to like Publix and like watching regular dancers or hip hop dancers or exotic dancers and trying to put my own swing on things and such. Yeah.
I feel like that's a pun. You put your swing on things. I'm such a dog. I'm sorry. You'll get used to it. Don't worry. It's fine. You can bap me later. So, like, when it comes to like the content that you primarily create, which is more adult orientated, did you originally start with a mindset to do that, or did you start doing VRChat and then decide, hey, I like this kind of creation, I want to like give this more focus? How did it come to be?
Well, I've been part of doing like adult-ish content for like a good long while. I've loved doing it, and this kind of gave me a means of doing more of that, and it just felt super fun and kind of like affirming, and people were super supportive of it, so I just decided to roll with it, kind of.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because obviously there are people who are not so supportive of adult content or adult content creation for many reasons. Have you like faced adversity or like criticism from like friends or people around you when you started making this content, or were people quite welcoming?
I consider myself actually ridiculously fortunate that I have a bunch of very, very supportive friends and like colleagues, both with the art and everything else. It's been like my IRL friend group is super supportive. They know everything that I do. They know all my sins. And then like my little extended VR family that I've kind of built up in here has also been super, super supportive of it. So
Aww.
I haven't really run into that adversity, thankfully.
Yeah, you've been quite lucky. Yeah, I would have thought that.
Yeah,
I mean,
so far.
I see Twitter posts sometimes from people that, you know, do say, you know, if you want to do that, take it somewhere else, you know. And I mean, it's one of those things where I know you want to set out and try and like bridge the gap and make the adult content creation community more accepted in a wider field. Are you talking sort of like fansly with that sort of content, or like being more accepted if you make fansly as well as VRChat or whatever you do as a streamer? Because obviously some people are not so keen on what we could call quote unquote sex work, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see there be like a bigger like more accessible adult scene, because the more accessible it is, the more resources you are to safely do it. So that like people who want to do it and are like consenting adults in this entire situation can do it, and if they enjoy it, they can find a good means of like supporting themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's very fun. It's also hard work. It's hard work without this like general stigma that goes with it, that you kind of have to deal with fairly regularly. Like sex work in general is becoming like significantly more accepted now, which is super, super chill, and I'm fairly sure that's due to the pandemic. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of spare time, and when you have spare time, wholesome things happen.
Yep.
And
oh yeah.
Would you say that the thing that you spend the most time creating content for is fansly, or would you say it's for your stream? Where would you predominantly want your focus to be?
Right now it's fansly, and like my art. Those are the two things. Yeah, those have been the main things. I love streaming though. Streaming on here is like super, super comfy. I have a bunch of like amazing group of friends who pop in while streaming on here that are super supportive and chill.
Yeah, I was watching your stream yesterday, so I popped into WidgeyBun's stream yesterday, and watching your friends join it, and they just weren't fazed by the fact you were streaming. You just hung out, and it was like completely chill, which was really nice to see. It was like a real natural like atmosphere and interaction with your friends, which is really nice to see. You know, sometimes people can be intimidated by a streamer being on camera and things, so yeah, it's nice to see that your friends are really laid back in that regard. That was really cool to see. Yeah. I did that.
I honestly didn't expect that many people to join yesterday. That was an
yeah, there was like 11 of you in the hot tub at one point.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of you, but it was so chill. Leshy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. So obviously we've talked about sex work, and with that, VRChat has obviously been an accessibility for you to still continue to dance and enjoy something you love. But it also, I believe, helped you in another way regarding sort of finding yourself and who you are. Did you want to talk about that, or are you okay with that one?
Yeah, like, so essentially, like, I'm trans. I realized I was trans in this game. There are a lot of other wonderful people who've also kind of learned it this way, and I think I'm about 6 months or so on HRT.
Yeah,
and
congrats.
Yeah, I'm having fun, and I'm feeling so good about it.
If you could, if you could give someone advice, like they're kind of questioning themselves and who they are, and they're not quite sure what to do, what advice would you give to them? What would you say?
I would say like go for it. If you have VR and you have VRChat, definitely explore it. And here, it's a very, very safe means of doing it.
People here are very accepting.
And oh yeah, the LGBT like scene in general around here is ridiculously huge and like super supportive. But like the ability to kind of be essentially kind of whatever you want in here is like it's like very, very, very nice. And yeah, don't be afraid to explore it. And if you do, yeah, you'll find a bunch of very wonderful people in here. And definitely reach out to like your local Planned Parenthood. If you're in America, I'm not sure if Planned Parenthood is.
I'm not sure for the UK. I'm pansexual myself, but I identify as male. I'm a femboy as well, so I'm more on the effeminate side of being a boy. But I'm not sure.
You got some really cute pictures, yeah.
Thank you. You've been stalking me on Twitter.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're totally wholesome. They're totally wholesome guys. So about it. Speaking of my pictures on Twitter, obviously some of those are a little bit promiscuous. I have thought about the idea of like, you know, more adult orientated content. If I wanted to do that, what would your advice be for me? What would you say to someone who's thinking about it but doesn't really? I haven't decided to take that leap yet. What advice would you give me?
Fansly is like an amazing platform for that kind of stuff. It's nice. It's relatively safe. There's a nice stringent process for like verification and whatnot.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. That's cool.
That's where I like posting my stuff, because it's a nice place. It's nice and safe. People actually have to come to you and like follow if you want to see your content and stuff like that.
So a random person just can't follow and have access to all of your. They have to like register and verify first.
Like you can set stuff to public, but like for the most part, you can just set your stuff to like follower only, meaning somebody can only do has to do an account in order to view your stuff. So therefore, it's kind of like behind like a little wall, so you make sure that stuff is relatively private. Networking and just making friends, especially in the adult community, is like the best way of just having fun, and like it's just super fun, and also kind of like the best way to grow if you actually want to like put yourself out there more.
I'm terrible at networking. Apart from organising this show, like I've only ever done like a few collabs ever. I know Flair, you're in stream. Hi Flair. Flair's someone I've collabed with in the past. Love you, Bean. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, I should probably do this more. I should definitely do this more. But as this year goes on, if the pandemic lifts and like it's no longer an issue, what would you do? Would you continue with the content creation you're doing at the moment, or would you go back to the life you had before the pandemic?
I would probably stick with this. This is significantly. I really like this. Like my entire living situation was fairly in flux. Like during this whole situation, I was already like making money with like the art before the pandemic.
Yeah, I so actually looked.
It wouldn't be much of a change, to be honest.
Check out the art, by the way, guys. Obviously, only if you're 18 plus. But it's actually really impressive work. Like, you are a very talented artist, and I'm not just saying that. I genuinely mean that. I enjoy your art. maybe we could commission sometime or something. Yeah, that'd be nice. It would obviously be wholesome. It would definitely be wholesome. It's not going to be.
What?
Nah, you wouldn't. You don't join. No, it'd be totally. I mean, all of it's wholesome. It's so cute. I love your characters as well. The characters you draw in your artwork, especially on your Newgrounds account, are they original characters of yourself, or are they of friends? Like, where did these characters come from? Because some of them I really, really enjoy. Like, I think they look really nice.
Like, I have 2 like original characters, and then like the rest is like either fan art or like commissions or stuff like that. Like, I have my bunny, which is kind of like my main OC / like Sona type of thing that I play around with, and they're also going through like the same transition as I am, because they used to be like femboy, because that's kind of how I had identified before. Like, VRChat was like fluid, like femboy kind of deal. And then I have like just kind of like short bully mouse that I love playing around with, because she's super spunky and I like to play. I love to draw her.
Spunky's definitely the one.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that your OCs are bunnies, and your name is WidgeyBun, but your main character is actually, well, for content creation anyway, is a kitsune. For those of you not aware, I think a kitsune is a fox in Japanese. Is that correct? Am I right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to explain this to me. And why the name WidgeyBun, but fox? I love the name, by the way. It's cute.
That was. Yeah, thank you. That was very much leaning into the brand kind of deal. I had a partner who bought me Poppy's like kitsune model, and I wore the heck out of that because it was so comfy and I loved it so much. And then everybody associated me with that, so I just essentially kept with it. Like this entire model, there's so much that's gone into it at this point. But I just essentially kept it because people knew me as it, and I felt super comfortable in it, and it's just super cute on its own. So I'm hoping to bunnyify myself maybe at some point in the future. But
yeah, join us.
Yeah,
join us. We're taking over. We haven't told everyone yet, but we're taking over. Join us or join us or perish.
We're multiplying,
basically.
As it were.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not good at many things, but I'm good at that one. Okay, I'm gonna throw it over to chat and see if chat have any questions or things they want to mention to you. So, this is the part where you can put the streamer on the spot and ask them funny things or reveal things that I'll put them on, make them embarrassed and things. You know, yeah. So the floor is yours. Also, if you want to ask them any questions for WidgeyBun, now is a good time. Let's see. How long have you been streaming for, by the way? Like, I think it's been a little while, like a year or something, maybe more.
Streaming? It has before VRChat, I also streamed a bit on like Picarto, an art site which allows like adult content, like art and such.
It's actually really fun.
It's a super comfy site. Yeah. I love popping in there for various artists I love, as well as like Pixel.
I suck at all kinds of art. I'd love to be good at pixel art, but maybe one day.
Pixel art is so much fun. It's so much fun.
I have a few friends who are good at it. Shout outs to Krabby XD. Just name drop it. Yeah, they're really, really good. I do have a question here from Ariana. She says, how did you come up with your character?
This character? Again, it was kind of like is utilitarian is the right word? Very much like, oh, super comfy in this. I just want to roll with this because I feel so like comfortable and like affirmed when I wear this. So like the avatar itself and how it's gotten to where it is today is kind of a journey of itself. It started out as like a Christmas version of the kitsune that I got. Somebody had bought me Artsy's avatar from Carl S. And I loved it so much that I did a head swap of the Poppy's kitsune onto this one, and just Christmasified the heck out of it. And then I loved it so much that I unchristmasified it for it to be my main one. So
I think it's actually really nice. Like, but for me, this is one of the cutest avatars I've seen in a long time. I'm a sucker for cute things, and you're cute. Would this be called flirting? Samurai has a question. Samurai says, Widgie, quick question. What's your most favourite art piece you've made?
Wow. So I think I would want to say there's like a Samus piece that I was super proud of. That like I was super proud of, like, because I'm kind of very much a stickler for like my anatomy and stuff like that, and the pose that I got on it. It's kind of thick, but I really like how it turned out. Yeah, I think it's on Newgrounds, but yeah, I think that one's my favorite. I feel like I did the best, like, from a technical standpoint. I'm very proud of that one.
Yeah, some of the angles you draw
I believe, like,
is insane. I totally haven't been through like almost all of your gallery or anything. I promise, I'm wholesome.
Yeah, but I will say that one is definitely referencing another piece by, I think it's Cute Sexy Robots, which I use as like my main reference. That is super cute, and when I finally finished, it's like, whew, I'm so glad I got this pose down. Yeah, I feel so proud of myself.
You're definitely more talented than me. I mean, I can't give correct anatomy to stick figures in perception of you, so yeah, you're better than me. Kai Tsukoro says, what do you do when you're not really feeling like streaming? What what tips and tricks would you have to help get started?
Tips and tricks for like getting ready for streaming?
Yeah, so when you feel like when you don't feel like streaming, what do you do to give yourself the push to hit go live?
Like if you wanna, I'm very much of the, like, if you're not feeling it, either find something else or look for something that is comfy. So if I'm looking for like a relatively low energy stream, I would probably go with like a game. Like I'm currently doing like Pokemon Black at the moment. That's like a nice chill and comfy game that I can set up in the span of 5 minutes, go through and just like chill, and like if people are around, like chat with them while going through.
Yeah, sometimes a lazy stream is a good way to get around it. I do that. Sometimes I'll play marbles instead of VRChat because I don't have the energy for VRChat, but I can definitely have fun in marbles. So sometimes, yeah, changing up what you were gonna do can sometimes, you know, make things a lot easier. Yeah, I would definitely agree. Okay, last question as we're gonna run out of time. Dragon of War says, Widgie, just wondering how you find dance groups or other groups. I'm interested in learning, but I have no idea where to start. That is a really good question.
So if you're looking for like very much like hip hop and all kinds of like other dance, like they have like entire like belly dance section. Like shout out to Dusty Dust Bunny, who's like super amazing dancer.
I've heard of them.
Who does like belly dance classes. IDA, or International Dancers Association, is a very good place to start. If you're looking for like more exotic places, there are a lot of like Discord servers for various clubs, who a lot of them have their own classes they can go to. Like Rapture, Iridium, I believe, has dance classes. Those are the two off the top of my head. I've heard like Iridium's like super like. If you want to dance, they're like super excited. Yes, come to the classes. We'll show you the ropes, kind of deal. If you're looking for like dancers in general, going to FBT Heaven is kind of fun. If you're like down for public hopping, which I know not a lot of people are, but.
Yeah, sometimes publics aren't as bad as people think, but you know they have a bad reputation for a reason ultimately. Okay, so we are almost out of time, Bean. We've got like a minute or two left. So at the end of every section, I always want you to take the floor and talk about anything you want. If you want to plug your stream or your content, that's fine. Or guys, all the links are down below. Please go and check Widgey out. She's an absolute pleasure to have spoken to. This has been great. They're a great artist as well, so definitely do check out their content. Make sure you are of age before you do so. And obviously we can't directly link you from here, but if you want to find it, you can. And give lots of love to Widgey on the fancy as well. So yeah, the floor is yours for anything you want to talk about. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Bean.
Let's see. I can't really think like. I'd appreciate if people like come and follow my Twitter. Again, like you said, it's 18 plus. Please, no minors. If I find out you're a minor and you're following me, like on any platform, you get blocked. I'll just have to put that out there because, yeah. That's pretty cool. I think I don't know. Can I shout out like the people who've kind of just worked on this model that
of course,
like,
super absolutely. Anyone you want to plug or shout out to, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I think there are like 6 people who've basically just put this model because now like one of the things I'm doing is kind of like transitioning my model alongside me. So there's obviously Poppy and Carl S, who were the original makers of like the model, who are amazing creators, but I commissioned Zergamel to like rebuild the model so that I could have like a full base, and it turned out absolutely amazing. And then I commissioned Digital Eris for giving me like my recent development with my tibbies, and then Sketchy JJ, who helped set up like all the toggles with everything. They are all amazing. Give them like all the love. You should be able to find them easily through googling their names. They're all amazing creators. So,
Oh, that was cute. Widgey, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us more about you and your journey in VRChat. I hope to drop in your stream and catch you doing some swing. That would be awesome to see. And yeah, guys, give her lots of love. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest of the night, it's been WidgeyBun. WidgeyBun, claps in chat.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Oh, thank you so much
for coming. It's good to see you.
Finally, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, I hope I see more of you in the future. This has been loads of fun, and you're really nice. So,
yeah. Okay, you have a good one.
I will.
Oh,
thank you so much for coming.
Oh God, I see my friends in the chat. Oh no.
Okay.
All right, you have a good one.
That's cute. See you later, Bean. Thanks for coming. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it's WidgeyBun. Woo! Yeah! Oh, what a fluffy bean.